Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmick. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, we're back at it with another divine counterpart message. This is going to be for the divine masculine, which should be abundantly clear in the title. Okay. So basically how this message came about is I was doing a personal reading and it was a past life reading. And so I actually have a past life deck of cards. And so I was going through that and putting it back together and the unrequited love card kept popping out when I was like putting it all back together. And so I was like, okay, what's this about? Because that normally doesn't happen. And I heard divine masculine message. And then I got the insight of what's going on. So if you're resonating with this message, um, I feel like there's a part of you that feels like this is an unrequited love situation. So you may be experiencing all these deep feelings for your feminine and thinking that there's no way that this person feels for you what you feel for them. Um, and all I I just heard that's simply not true. Um, So just know if you're feeling a really deep connection, especially when we're talking this counterpart situation, um, just know that your feminine is feeling for you what you're feeling for them as far as the love. Um, I don't feel like your feminine's in the longing energy anymore, which is a good thing because when the feminine's in the longing energy, it actually repels the masculine. And so part of this journey is for the feminine to get into a space to where she's open, she's receptive. I say she, but it's not a gender thing. The feminine's open, receptive, uh, kind of holding the frequency and open and receptive to you coming in and expressing your love. And then figuring it out from there. Um, I am picking up a romantic union that's desired in this connection. Yeah, I'm not picking up the threads of energy where it's like you just are coming back together to work together, or you're just coming back together to be friends or clear the air. I do feel like there's that element as well, but I'm definitely picking up that romantic thread, the romantic union thread of energy with this. Oh, I've never seen this card. Okay. So I flipped through the past life deck just to see it's obvious that you've had past lives together. So this is talking about um so this is talking about having a past life issue when it comes to some form of transportation. So trains, airplanes, cars, it can indicate like an accident or something like that. So if there's a fear or a phobia connected to transportation, that might be what's going on. And then what I just heard is for some of you, this is a literal thing that's happening right now to where there you may be at a distance from your person, whether that's, driving distance or, flying, you know, taking a boat, whatever. Um, oh, it says you also may have been involved in the invention of a form of transportation or related technology, and that knowledge wants to serve you in this lifetime. There we go. This includes those who lived during the time of Atlantis when transportation was fueled by solar and crystal power. Your life purpose may involve reawakening the knowledge of alternative modes of transportation which could environmentally be beneficial to our world at this time. So what I'm getting is for this specific thread of energy, you probably did a past life with your counterpart in Atlantis, which makes sense. And so part of you two coming together right now could be to unlock the remembrance of some of those technologies and then bring it forth. And then for some of you, I'm hearing healing technologies that are also wanting to be brought forth. But there's something about you two coming together and communicating that is going to help unlock this soul remembrance and bring it forth. So again, when we're talking this counterpart energy, it's beyond just a romantic threat. Um, and that's kind of how you can tell like soulmate energy. Sometimes that is a factor where you come together and help some remembrance and bring forth some stuff for the collective. But when we're talking divine counterparts, that is a huge part of why counterparts are called to go into union is one, the energy of it. But the other thing too is because you have a soul mission that is in alignment with each other. It might not look exactly the same, but at the core, it's going to be very similar. Um, so this could look like both of you are healers, but one of you works with animals, one of you works with people, one of you works with energy grids, one of you works with transmuting. Sometimes it can be like one walks in the shadow, one walks in the light, and you balance each other. Stuff like that. So it is about more than just you two having a happy relationship. Um, so just keep that in mind. Again, no pressure. My throat chakra is doing a thing. So I feel like there is a need to communicate at this time. Then we've got caring connections and financial constraints. So this has come up in the energy a lot where financial constraints might be part of what's stopping you from moving forward with this. But just know that's not going to be a huge factor after you come into communication with this person. It's going to help you to unlock. mm, it's an energy thing. So it helps you to unblock certain blocks and things like that when it comes to your finances. Especially because if we've got a lot of stuff in the heart space that's kind of tumultuous, that can also block our relationship with money as well, in abundance and financial resources. So just know that there is this dual aspect where you do have this caring connection, this deep bond with this person, and it's also going to help you unlock um blocks and things like that when it comes to your finances. What what else does the masculine need to know? Right. We've got the first chakra, which is what is related as well to our finances. That's our physical expression in the world, our relationship with stability and security. It sits at the base of the spine, the color's red. So I do feel like there is something that is shifting in the root chakra for you, the base chakra. And it's going to really help to lift this financial constraints energy. Um, and then we've got the angel of love. And so this is definitely a very divinely protected um connection. And so yeah, and I also do feel like this is coming up to let you know that there is a lot of love between you and this person, and it is reciprocal. The person that you're desiring is desiring you as well. And I can feel the energy, and it's definitely very mutual. I'm also picking up an interesting energy from the masculine in this case, and it's almost this energy of like, I want to reach out, I want to communicate, but I don't know what to say. I don't know how to break the ice. Um, and the recommended advice that's coming through is to allow yourself to go forward and be open and receptive to the communication that comes up in the moment. And so, as much as you can try and rehearse how conversations are going to go, it's a co-creative process. And so it's one of those, it's never going to go exactly the way you think it's going to go when you're playing out all these scenarios in your mind, just because, it's the other person has free will and is going to say certain things. And I just heard they may surprise you when you communicate with them. So it may be one of those, like, you think, okay, we're going to start off and we're going to talk about this, and then we'll talk about this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do that. And then you start talking, and then just out of nowhere, a certain subject comes up, and then you're talking about this, and you are planning on talking about that. So just keep an open mind and allow yourself to let this flow naturally and organically. Do your best not to sit there and put so much emphasis on how it needs to go and exactly what needs to be said and when. Um, it's kind of this message of, like, don't hold back, but also don't put a ton of pressure on yourself either. Just allow yourself to go forward, communicate, break the ice, and then kind of see where it goes from there. Let it unfold naturally. And again, I keep hearing you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And that makes sense. If you are feeling like this is an unrequited love situation, and then you start communicating with this person, and then at some point it comes out that they are indeed feeling the same way for you that you are for them, that's going to take you by surprise. And we've got action. And so, yeah, it's time. It's time for this communication. It's time for you to move forward with your feminine. I feel like you really want to, and your feminine really wants this as well. So just keep that in mind, that this is mutual. This is a mutual experience. Okay. Anything else? Anything else missing? Journey. Okay, what I'm hearing is it's time to take action towards your feminine and allow yourself to embark on this journey. You won't be disappointed. That's what I just heard. For some of you, I feel like there's been a long time since you've actually spoken to your feminine. And for some of you, maybe it's been a long time since you've spoken to them about something below surface level. And that might be part of where it's like, it's been a long time. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to start this conversation. But when you reach out and communicate, it will just naturally pull you into a place where you can let that flow naturally. Okay. Being told to go through this one again. All right. What other past life stuff is going on? It's that one. Okay. All right. So with this, there is a spirituality or religious connection between you two, which stands to reason. And for some of you, you actually could have experienced a past life with this person where you were in the forefront when it came to spirituality or religion. And then there's also the Greco-Roman era, so you may feel resonance with ancient Greece, maybe Greek deities, things like that. So that normally points to a past life in Greece, or in the Roman area, which with this religion, there definitely could be something going on there as well. Um, for some of you, maybe you were on the front lines when Catholicism really started to take root. For some of you, it may be before then, further back in ancient times. And then we've also got communal living. And so this is back in the day when it was like, one or two people were shamans, and then other people were hunters, and other people were the gatherers, and other people helped build the structures, and then other people helped to, get water and stuff like that. So it wasn't in the type of society we live in now where it's like, you have to have, money or something like that to acquire your needs. It was everybody had their own thing that they were kind of responsible for. Um, so that could definitely be a past life that you shared with your person as well. Okay, click through here. What the hell? This one's going to be a quicker message. My daughter's getting braces tomorrow, so we're going to a movie so she can enjoy popcorn. Okay. We've got appreciation. And then happy family fell out over here. So this is definitely a potential that you have with your person if that is indeed what you desire, which I feel like if you're resonating with this message, you do want this family type of an energy with your person, this romantic union, and it is available for you. But because it's over here, I feel like there's going to be some things that need to be done in the physical world in order to really allow this energy to anchor in. And I heard it's first going to start with you taking action towards your person. That's the first step. And then from there, it's going to be illuminated to you the next steps to take. And then we've got appreciation. And this is really just making sure to stay in that energy of gratitude, being thankful for things in your life. And also, I do feel like this is pointing to a deep appreciation that you have to your feminine, and your feminine also has a deep appreciation for you as well. So that's another thing that's very mutually reciprocated. Okay. What else? What? Try it again. Anything else? All right. We've got the fourth chakra. So this is definitely indicating that mutual love that you are both feeling for each other. And this is also a reminder to tap into your heart space energy and feel just that love energy that is there. And for a lot of you, I do feel like you went through some things in life, went through some healing, some processing after having certain experiences, and then it's this energy of when you really dug deep into your heart space, intentionally or not, you discovered your feminine was there. And there's a reason for that. um and then we've got woman holding a coin. Is that a karmic? It's not feminine. Okay. What's that saying? Do you feel it's imbalanced? Okay. So we've got a woman holding a coin, and part of what could be stopping you from moving forward right now is because you feel like you're in this financial constraints energy, and then you feel like your feminine is in this very abundant energy. And the thing is regardless of how it looks on the surface, do your best not to let that stop you, because again, it's an energy thing. So when you allow yourself to communicate and at some point clear the air and communicate about potential future stuff with your feminine, you will be shifting into this abundant energy pretty quickly as well. um so whether or not your feminine actually is in this super secure, stable financial energy or not, I feel like this is just how you're viewing your feminine. Um, and that I do feel like that's a part of what's stopping you right now. And it's coming through right now to let you know, don't let that stop you. Regardless if they are in a different financial position than you or not, that's not a make or break thing. There's so much more to providing when it comes to the masculine energy than finances. And so just do your best to remember that and understand that what you are providing for your feminine is an energy thing. It's that balanced energy. It's the ability to provide safety and security at an energetic level. And so it's really a lot of that, I want to provide. That means finances. That's not the only thing that providing is alluring to. Alluring, that's not the right word. Um, you hopefully you know what I'm saying. So do your best not to allow this to stop you if this is the main thing that's stopping you right now, because one, there's more to the situation than meets the eye, and the other thing too is your feminine in you coming into contact is going to shift both of your energy and really help clear some of those blocks in those energy centers within your body that are related to your connection with things like finances and how you're experiencing your physical reality. And it's going to happen for both of you. So just know that. What else? Give me just a second. I had to check the times. I'm on a little bit of a time limit for this one. So we're going to see if one or two more wants to come out. Door to romance. So, yeah, I feel like you're really just being guided to allow yourself to take action and journey towards this door to romance. Allow yourself to open that door and reach out to your feminine in whatever way that is, and just kind of see what happens. You both are energetically in alignment enough to take it out of no contact, basically. And so what happens after that is going to vary because we're all on our own journey. And so it's just going to vary. But there's definitely this big shift that is available to you right now. And you're both in alignment for it. It's here for you. And so allowing yourself to move towards your feminine is going to help you just on an energetic level. And then it's also going to help your feminine too. And that's the thing to remember as well, is these are very reciprocal dynamics. And so it's not one-sided. It really isn't. And so this isn't a giving and taking situation. This is a mutually giving and receiving type of an energy situation. And it's evenly yoked. It's this is your match and you're energetically in alignment for it right now. And so that's why these messages are coming through so heavily, is to let you know that it is available for you, whether or not you actually anchor in a physical romance right away or not. It's time for you to allow yourself to move forward and to see what this path holds for you. I feel like this is something you're really wanting and desiring, and now it's time to allow yourself to have it. Beauty miss. This beautiful message. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I hope this resonates. If so, you can let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it and talk to you about it. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.